Good afternoon, everyone. So we are here in a really cool place that's going to be bringing you the most delicious, healthy, nutritious food from like across the world. So we are here in the new Lekka Eats, and we are getting a sneak peek preview from Jordan.
Hello.
Here because they are not open yet, and we are really excited about it because they will be opening either tomorrow or Friday and having a kind of a secretive little ribbon cutting event this evening to kind of showcase to friends and family. But you need to hear this story, you need to know about this, and you need to come and eat this food. Yes. So I'm going to let you take it away and just kind of tell a little bit about your story and where all of this came about.
Okay, awesome. So I started working in yachting right out of college. That's what took me to traveling for the last 6 years. While I was overseas, I ended up being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was in Italy. That was horrific in itself, but when I learned how to manage my disease and how I kind of relearned how to live life, I went back to yachting as a stewardess. And when I was there, I realized that I needed to be in control of my food. I had a chef preparing me great meals, but I didn't know everything that was going into my food, and it really worried me all the time. So I decided that if I was going to stay in yachting, I needed to become a chef. So that's when I decided to move to South Africa for a year, and I went to culinary school. I chose South Africa because a lot of my friends from yachting were from South Africa. I had spent a lot of time previously there.
This is what happens with lives. We can just leave it. You want to get it?
It's okay. He's my delivery guy. You can just leave it. Thank you.
This is what happens with live things, and restaurants are about to open. Deliveries coming in.
Yes, it's a busy day.
So you're in South Africa.
Went to South Africa. Lived there for a year. Such an incredible experience. I got to work at one of their most famous bakeries. I got to work at a luxury 5-star hotel at the chef's table. I worked for one of the top chefs in Italy's. He actually moved to South Africa and did a chef's table out of his house. So I got to work really hands-on with a lot of incredible chefs, and I got to learn a lot of things. Fast forward, went back to yachting, ended up living on a 230-foot yacht for an entire year, traveling the entire South Pacific, Palau, Vanuatu, New Zealand, Fiji, all the beautiful places in the world.
You've seen more in your life so far than I will in my entire life. I'll just have to live vicariously through you.
It has been crazy when I count how many countries I've been to. I'm like, did I really do that?
Yeah.
Then I came home. I got a little homesick, so I decided to come home for a bit. And that's when I was like, what am I going to do with my time here? So I started just cooking for the ladies at the yoga studio. I was doing my yoga teacher training here at Living Yoga Wellness. Love the studio. Best people ever. Shout out to my girls. And while I was doing that, I posted on my personal private Instagram what I was meal prepping for the ladies at the studio, and was like, does anyone want to buy this? Would anyone want me to cook for you? Not buy, but would anyone want me to cook for you? And I had 90 people respond and say yes. So like, what am I, okay. So I started doing that, and I ended up actually cooking out of my sister's kitchen and having a Sunday pickup for people that I knew would come on Sundays and pick it up, and then COVID hit. Type 1 diabetic, autoimmune disease, this crazy pandemic. You were not going to see me at a grocery store. You didn't see me leave my house. I was terrified. So I just kind of sat on it for the entire time while we were in quarantine, and I said, you know, the realization of the travel bans and what was going on, there was no leaving Myrtle Beach. There was no leaving Myrtle Beach, especially for me, because I realized how much I missed and loved my family, and I wanted to be with them. So I was like, all right, well, once this thing opens back up, let's do it. I worked for my dad for the summer just to save a bit of money, and then as soon as the water parks closed, it was Lekka Eats full on. I ended up, operation was way too big for my sister's kitchen. It was just too much. So I ended up going and working for Randy Remedio for her catering company, and she helped me big time there. My operation got a little bit too big for hers as well, and luckily it was the off season, so my dad has a commercial DHEC approved kitchen, so I went and cooked out of the Myrtle Waves kitchen.
Awesome.
And eventually, well, I was doing all of the cooking, cleaning, delivering on my own, but 16, 17-hour days on my own was wear and tear on my body, so I ended up finding a delivery girl, Cass. She is amazing. She's like my little sister now, and she came in and just kind of, me and her took Lekka Eats on together. And then from there, started getting closer to the opening season for the water parks.
Right.
My dad's like, you gotta get out
Get
of my kitchen.
You're out.
So we were super, super lucky to find this location. And
Right.
the time that we found it, it all just kind of panned out the way it was
Right.
supposed to pan out. And now I'm super excited because whirlwind of a time, 2 months after purchasing the place, now we have renovated. We have been up to our elbows in grease cleaning.
Yeah.
I have had the most amazing team behind me, really racing to get this place open.
Right.
And now we have a location, and it is days, hours. I don't know
excited.
what
Never know
it
what's
is. Waiting on DHEC. If you
Yeah.
are ready, come on.
Well, and it's so cool because it's a different type of concept. So explain
Yes.
to them what kind of food you're going to have in here and how they're going to come in and get it.
Okay, awesome. So everything is very allergy and dietary conscious. That is the word I'm looking for. Conscious. So we have vegetarian options, we have vegan options, we have gluten-free options, we have keto options. We have all kinds of options that really go for anyone. So anyone that walks in the store, there's at least one thing that they can grab. And by grabbing, it is a grab-and-go concept. So we have a weekly rotating menu. Every week the menu may be the same for 1 or 2 weeks, but we're going to be adding new things, bringing back special things that everyone loves. And you'll look at the menu, you can look at the menu online, you can look at the menu when you come in here. Everything is going to be prepared, packaged, and ready in the fridge. So if you need to grab a week's worth of food, you need to grab a week's worth of food for yourself and your family, for your kids, for your lunch break, for your dinner, whatever to make your life easier. Come in, grab it, take it to go. Already we will have bags for you to put it in. Buy it in the bag and walk on home, put it in your fridge. Or you can sit down and eat it with us here.
Yeah.
The staff will be here. We're always happy, ready to have a dance party. Always dance parties
Well,
in the
and it's such
kitchen.
a cute little setting. So if you
Yes.
don't know where we are, tell them where we are.
We are at 3590 St. James Avenue, so we are right off of 38th Avenue, right off of Grissom Parkway, in the line with Producery, all of Stunning Brilliant Events. We have Birch Room, all the salons. It's really a cool little neighborhood. There's a lot of cottages being built here, a lot of little townhomes. It's kind of it's like a city vibe on one. You feel like this one street as you're walking down the streets of Charleston or in wherever you like to walk down the streets.
There's such a cute little, sitting outside under an umbrella. You're right here on the corner, so it's really easy to see. Look for the yellow door.
Lots of outdoor seating. Our biggest thing. There's 2 tables inside if you want to get the air conditioning, but really it's COVID friendly. Sit outside, enjoy the sunshine. We will have our pre-prep smoothies that you can blend here, so you can also drink your smoothies here. We'll have acai bowls, coffee, matcha, all the fun things.
All the grab-and-go drinks, and then you just grab your salad or whatever you're eating. And almost everything that will be in here is good, cold, she was saying.
Yes.
And then there's the things you can take.
There's a few things that are dinner, more of we call them like a warm vibe.
Yeah.
So it's more of like warm food that you'll want to have when you're at dinner. Thai fried rice, veggie fried rice. We have chickpea, coconut, sweet potato, ginger stew. We have all kinds of yummy things.
Like it's the food that you're making is ingredients that I think a lot of people don't always cook with because you don't know what to do with it. So this is going to expose you to a whole new world of ingredients and food and culture.
Yes, working on the yachts, it was before I was the chef, because I was the sous chef. So I cooked for the crew. I had 16 crew that I cooked lunch and dinner for 7 days a week, and then I did all the bread baking and dessert making for the millionaires that owned the boats. But what the fun thing was working on the yachts is I had so many international chefs. I had chefs from the UK, I had chefs from New Zealand, from Australia, from South Africa, and it was really interesting what I got to learn from these chefs, what the food that we were eating like the guests were eating. So the level of food that I feel like I'm bringing into Myrtle Beach is something that we don't have yet. I feel like the ingredients that I'm using, all of the recipes are made by me. Everything is made by love, and it is something that when I make food, I really think about what I want to make, how I want it to taste, and then that's when I get in the kitchen and I use whatever I think is going to make it work, and somehow it works. So yeah, everything is made out of a lot of love, and there is a lot of different food combinations and ingredients combinations that you wouldn't ever think to put together, but I put them together and somehow, some way they're working.
And I was reading on your menus online, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want all of I want the orzo salad. I want the soup. I want it all.
Yes.
The smoothies sound delicious. So, I mean, this will be a regular place and easy. And I mean, everyone's kind of like so quick trying to run your kids here, run your kids there, drop off something for work, like go run to the office, step out for a second. So this is going to be such a great concept to know that you can get in and get out.
Making healthy food accessible and affordable. I'm just here to make your lives easier and make you feel better.
What everybody wants, for sure. All right, so as we wrap up here, tell me, like, what does Lekka mean?
Lekka is the native way in South Africa to say that everything is all good. So it's like an interchangeable adjective. You want your food. Your food is Lekka. Your music is Lekka. Your friends are Lekka. The store is Lekka. Everything. It's just Lekka to be Lekka.
I love this. And it's great. We were just talking about it. It's like because a lot of people didn't know how to pronounce it.
I've heard a lot of funny things. Yes.
Lekker and then when we talked about it, it was like Lekka, and I'm like, we need to educate.
Yes.
And this is a great way to do it.
Yes, so Lekka Eats, Lekker Eats, whatever you call it, just come and eat with me, please.
So be watching their page, watching their social media, because you'll be announcing the exact opening. I know we've been counting down, but we all know how things get to the wire.
Yes.
So we're hoping to be open.
We're holding on. We're hoping to be open tomorrow. If all goes well, we will be opening our doors at 8 a.m. and we cannot wait to see everybody.
So perfect. So make sure you guys get over here. This is a place that is not to be missed. I do want to, can we show the bathroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. She's put a lot of love into this, so we're going to go. You can kind of see how cute this is here. They have their, oop, that was me. Switch this around real quick. So this is where you will pay. You can come over here. You can kind of see. There she is. You'll be picking up your food here. They'll have all their great smoothies over there. And then look how cute this is. You know, a love of a business when you make your bathroom look this cute. And you can tell them this is the native flower.
The native flower of South Africa is a protea, and that is a queen protea.
I mean,
very special wallpaper to have.
Yeah, extremely. So cute in here. Just every aspect.
Thank you.
All right, so Peter, we're going to show you. I'm going to pop outside real quick.
Absolutely.
And show everybody where we're actually at. So here we are in the St. James Plaza here. You can see, you got Tide Law, you got Producery down there, all the salons, and then they're right here. Super cute outside. You can see all it says, look for the yellow door, because everything here is Lekka. All good. All right, perfect. Well, I want to say thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
We wish you all the best of luck,
Thank
and we
you.
will definitely be in for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, this is another Round Town with Revolution from Lekka Eats right here in St. James Plaza. You guys see them tomorrow opening at 8 a.m.